Hey guys, Ian here, knowledgeable poultry guy, Kienyeji chicken to be precise. Now, as you can see back there, that's one of my girls, she likes to sit on her eggs. She's broody, that's what we call it. Now, here's a question that a lot of people ask. How do you actually make a chicken go broody? Or how do you actually instigate these, egg laying for chicken? Now, I see a lot of guys who, keep complaining that the chicken are 7 months and they've never really produced any eggs. Now, you really need to investigate that and find out what exactly that you're doing wrong, because often it's you who's doing something wrong. Now, let's do a quick checklist. Okay? If you want your chicken to give you eggs, what is it that you have to do? Now, one, you have to make sure that you have been correctly feeding your chicken. Now, if you correctly feed your chicken, okay, you will actually be able to start giving you eggs quite early. And what do I mean by quite early? I mean by 4.5 months. So what do you need to do to make sure these guys start giving you eggs? Now, one of the things, apart from the feeding, is that you must actually be able to provide sufficient layiness. Why is layiness crucial? If a chicken does not have a space to go lay their eggs, what will happen is that there will actually be very low production from your chicken, because some of them will actually start to sort of suppress the egg production. So what do you need to do? You need to make sure that you provide, and get this, you need to provide at least 1 cubic foot for every 4 hens. How many? 1 cubic foot for 4 hens. So that means if you to say have 12 hens, how much space do you actually need to provide? You need to provide what? That's 12 divided by 4. That means by 3 times 1 cubic foot means you need to provide a space of at least 3 cubic foot. Hope you got me right there. Now, the second thing that you have to make sure that you do is that you actually need to provide dry litter material. Like what? Like straw or like hay. That's very important for the chicken to be able to have that, so that they actually have a place that is comfortable, warm, and actually clean for them to lay their eggs. So dry litter material. Now, the one thing that I will always advise you whenever you using the dry litter material is that it's always preferable to actually use this dry matter from actually rice, because you realize that if you actually use grass sort of from the rice, they actually don't throw away so much of it. Okay. Now, finally, the last thing that you actually need to do is that you need to make sure that the laying nests are in a quiet and isolated place. And that's why you notice that our laying nests are where? Back of the house. Okay, they are not in a place where there's too much movement in and out. They're actually at the back of the house. Now, if you follow those key things: feeding, make sure that there's sufficient laying space, make sure that the place is actually quiet and isolated, and finally, make sure that the place is dark. Don't have laying nests which there's too much light going inside there. That is not going to instigate production of eggs from the chicken. So make sure that the place is dark, quiet, and isolated, and you will realize, you will thank me when your chickens start to lay eggs. So apart from that, subscribe to our Homerange Poultry Farm channel. Get more videos like this and more. Tell your friends about it. Let them come and learn how to do this Kienyeji chicken the right way. Peace.